Right. Joe, a fantastic victory made all the more memorable by the fact that this was played in Maghera's home patch, and at one stage in the first half you were double scores down. How does it feel?
Feels brilliant to, as you said, Sean, to come all the way up here to County Derry, to the Loop here, and fair play to them, fabulous facilities here. The thing about it is we knew we had a job on our hands coming up here, and it proved that in the first half. Despite our planning for it and one thing or another, they did get ahead of us, and we felt that we had to stick to our game plan and stick to the fight and desire that the lads were going to show, and we knew they would show that throughout the whole game. And if they stuck to their task at hand, that we would play ourselves back into the game, and that's what we did. We played ourselves back into the game to be just 2 down at half time. We knew at that stage that Maghera, we said we'd put a game to them. We know that the tradition is there. We have terrific respect for Maghera. Dermot McNichol and his team, they're just fabulous mentors and coaches, and they knew that their team would be just excellent. But we knew we had to do more. We had to fight harder. We had to compete harder. We had to be cleverer. We had to stay focused. We had to concentrate fully for the whole hour and beyond that. And we knew if we kept doing that and stuck to our plan, with the ability these lads have and the talent that they have, and the fact that they put it together tonight in spades, and actually owned that second half and just took the game to Maghera at home here in County Derry. So we're absolutely delighted, absolutely over the moon, and we'll prepare again for the next difficult task at hand. But we are new to the competition, and we've learned so much this year. We've learned so much from our first game against Maghera. We've learned so much, and we as managers on the line, the dedication that's required, the commitment that's needed from the boys, the effort that's required, the focus, concentration, all of those things we needed to work on, and we've been working on those, and thankfully it's come together tonight, and a culmination of a win. It's brilliant.
Yeah. And it is really fantastic in the sense that you have moved up from the McLaren Cup to the MacRory Cup this year, and it just shows you what hard work can do.
Well, that's true, and all credit to the clubs in South Monaghan and in Meath and Cavan and Louth for the work they're doing with these lads, because we get these talented guys, we bring them in, and we apply our own coaching to that and our systems to that, but we require effort, massive effort from the boys, maximum involvement for the whole game, and that's what we've been working on. We know we've talented guys, we know we've pretty good footballers, we know that the desire is there to win. We just have to put it all together as the management team, and that's what we've been working on so hard this last number of weeks. And again, we have to start again tomorrow, and here we go into a game against St. Ronan's, who are the league champions, so it's not going to be easy for us.
No, but you know, so many people there watching tonight picked out so many different players that were really outstanding for you, but you'd probably prefer to reflect on the team performance.
Without doubt, everything about the game tonight and the preparations for tonight was the team, and indeed the squad. We knew we had men to step into certain positions there if they were required. If anybody flagged, if they got tired, if they felt that they got a knock or anything like that, we had men to step in. All the team have bought into what we're doing. They're totally committed to the task at hand, which is to implement a system which will enable us to play football. And as was the system, we were also playing football tonight, and some of the scores we got and some of the team play and the combination and transition of ball was just excellent. We were delighted, absolutely delighted. And I'd say on the reflection of the game, some of the point taken was superb on both sides, but we edged it tonight, thank God.
And just lastly, Joe, it was a fantastic game from a neutral point of view. Everything that's good about Gaelic games: great score taking, great saves, great fielding in the middle of the field, an advertisement for all that's good in Gaelic football.
Well, it was difficult to sort of get that from where we were. We were immersed totally in what was going on, and making sure that our things were working according to plan and dealing with issues as they arose on the sideline. But I'm glad that the neutrals could come and see what Patrician High School has to offer in football terms. The guys we have, the commitment they have, and the support that we had tonight. Parents coming up all the way from South Monaghan to support us tonight, and we are glad that we repaid them. And that the lads got the reward for the work that they've put in this last number of weeks, especially from some quite deflating results in our league, and a massive turnaround in the game against Dungannon that set us on our way. And the margins at this level are so great, and yet so small in equal measure, that things can go your way or they may not go your way. They went for us tonight, and thankfully so, because the lads deserve that for the work that they've put in the last number of weeks.
Well, Joe, finally, people say that the MacRory Cup only really begins after Christmas, and it certainly looks like that from your point of view.
Oh, the MacRory Cup began for us when we found out we were in it. We said, whoa, what's happening here? So we made a commitment last year that we bring the young fellas in. That's actually quite a young team. They're still learning their trade. There are a lot of 17-year-olds there, and they're finding it, and the transition into the MacRory level football, it was difficult. It was a massive learning curve for them, and as I said, for us as well. But they're starting to stand up to the mark. They're starting to stand up and be counted, and they're starting to somewhat believe in themselves, and I think that's the greatest key for them, to believe in themselves, that they are worthy to be at this level and that they are able to perform at this level, and we proved it somewhat tonight.